Hey everyone, CVA here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to talk about the YouTube video called Channeling the Columbine Shooters. So the YouTube channel Channeling Eric, E-R-I-K, nothing to do with Eric Harris, but Channeling Eric, 40,000 subscribers, has made this video. And I'm showing you the description portion of her YouTube channel, and I'm going to read you the first line of it. Well, the first few lines. Interviews with my son in heaven. After my son, Eric Meadus, I think is pronounced his name, took his own life, he began to visit friends, family, and the readers of my blog, Channeling Eric. So Eric's mother and a medium sit down and they can talk to anyone that is dead. So in this case, the mother and the medium are on the camera, and the mother, I guess, attracts Eric, her son, and the medium can talk to Eric, the deceased son. And through Eric, he contacts other spirits. And in this case, they contacted Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. And then the medium can ask questions through Eric to the Columbine killers. If that was a lot to take in, I completely understand. It took me about 3 takes to record that. So CVA Army, you know that I'm a diehard skeptic to stuff like this, but for the sake of my viewers that are into this, I'm going to try my damnedest to be respectful as possible. So just listen up. Here we go. The first thing I'm going to do with this video is, first thing I did with this video is when I watched it, I watched body language, and I watched the woman on the left, which is Eric's mother, and then I watched the medium on the right. And the entire video, when the woman on the left would ask a question, the medium on the right would look to her bottom right corner as if she's looking at notes that she wrote, or she's looking at a computer screen the entire time. This is a 30-minute video, and every single time there's a question, she's looking at the bottom right. Why does she need to look down there? If she's talking to spirits, why does she need to keep looking down there? There's no logical answer other than she's reading notes. But that's just my observation, and let's continue on. So this is like my big key point right here. During this interview, right at the beginning, actually, I lied to you, not during this interview, right at the beginning, like 3 minutes in, they put this note up here on the screen, and I'll read it to you. It says, during the reading, we may have gotten the 2 guys switched. Tell me what you think. So, here, help me out with this, CVA Army. Are they, like, when they see a ghost, when medium sees ghosts or talks to ghosts, do mediums like only hear them in their mind, or do mediums actually see the ghosts, or what happens? Because how do you not know who you're talking to? I mean, at one point, did Dylan go, "Bitch, I'm Eric," or something like that? I mean, didn't they? You know, I don't know. That just seems really weird to me. That the beginning of the conversation, she's clearly, I'm taking her side for a second. She's clearly talking to Eric Harris, but the whole time she keeps calling him Dylan and says that this is Dylan that she's talking to, and it throws off the entire interview. But about 10 minutes in, I'm already picking out quite a lot of inconsistencies with, doesn't matter who it is, Eric or Dylan, it doesn't matter. For instance, looking at my notes here, neither of the boys hurt animals. Actually, Eric Harris wrote himself in his journal that he hates people who hurt animals, and he wished he could hurt those people. Also, Dylan never saw a psychiatrist. He saw a counselor for his behavior. You know, that was part of his punishment, but he never saw a psychiatrist. And I think the big killer for me also was, I think it was about 9 minutes in, they say that, again, it doesn't matter which boy you're talking about, that they were purposefully aiming for soft targets in the shooting. That's incorrect. They were looking for anyone and everyone. There was no soft targets. A target was a target. They were looking for target of opportunity, and that's another big one. Looking for soft targets, no. But let me play with it for a minute. Maybe they are talking to Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. Maybe they really are, and maybe Eric and Dylan actually said that they were looking for soft targets. Well, then I'm going to call them liars, because they walked past several classrooms full of students. Several classrooms. They could have shot off the door and then just went to town. Each could have took a classroom and it would have been game over. But they didn't. They walked right past it. Also, tell me which of Eric Harris or Dylan Klebold, which one of them had a rough family life? Did any of them? Didn't think so. So I'm purposefully not trying to debunk them talking to ghosts or whatever. I'm debunking the facts that they are giving us. The answers to the questions that are being asked, I'm looking directly at those. I'm not trying to say that ghosts don't exist. I'm not trying to say that they're not real mediums. I'm saying that their questions are inaccurate. They're inconsistent to Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. I would say my favorite part of this is 11 minutes and 50 seconds into it, if you want to jump to it. They say that Eric and Dylan, now this is them talking, through the mediums. Eric and Dylan weren't really sure if they were going to die in the massacre. They were, shake your hand sideways and say 50-50. They were 50-50, maybe we'd live. Now listen guys, I don't know how their other videos are on this channel. I have not clicked on any of the other videos. I have not watched anything else coming from this channel. But what I can tell you is from this video alone, I'm in physical pain from watching it. And the very last thing I want to leave you guys with is a list of videos that I just happened to scroll down and look at. I didn't click on any of them. So, take it with a grain of salt. But let me give you guys a list of the very interesting titles of some of these videos. So they talked to the 9/11 terrorists, Charles Manson, the Mothman. They talked to aliens, Jesus, Mother Mary, the Illuminati, get ready for this one, reptilians, and Hitler. If this is real, why in the fuck would you want your dead son to be around aliens and Hitler? Do you know how much it would bother me if one of my children killed themselves and then he or she visited me every single day of my life? I would be the next to kill myself. That would bother me so much. So I want you guys, I don't want you to, but if you want to watch the video, the link will be in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed my video. Probably a few of you didn't, but I'm just, I gotta be me. CVA's gotta be CVA. Hey, thanks for watching though. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the thumbs up. True Crime Community, CVA Army, take care.